Hello, this is your smile dentist Dr. Vikas Gowd. Today we're going to talk about a very important topic. A lot of people who come and ask us, how do you select a toothbrush? Which is the right toothbrush for me? A lot of you are really not sure because there's so many out in the market where you have hundreds and thousands of toothbrushes to choose from. And how do you know which is the right toothbrush for you? Whether just one type of a toothbrush would be suffice for your whole family, or there are different toothbrushes for different people. Well, not a single one of us are the same. So obviously the question is whether one toothbrush is going to suffice for every one of you in the family. Well, maybe not. Okay. Children have different type of toothbrushes. They need soft bristles. They have just 20 teeth. They have a smaller head. So based on your age, first the children, if you look into it, the children have a smaller toothbrush. When you start with toddlers, so if we start from children and very young, if you start looking at toddlers or even young, when the baby is still 6 months old, do you brush the teeth, or how do you keep the mouth clean? Well, when a child is born, the brushing or the oral hygiene starts then and there, because as soon as the baby is fed with milk, you need to clean up the tongue with a cotton. Soon, probably in 6 months time, you start seeing some teeth. There are some finger brushes that are available where you can place it back on your finger. These are like rubber silicone cups where you can clean up the gums for the child. The child has a lot of itching because the teeth are coming in, the baby's teething. So they love to bite on these. So they love to bite on these cups. And especially every time you give the baby milk, you need to clean up the tongue and also these gums, maybe just with wet cotton or sometimes with just a brush. So these are how we start for the younger ones. Once the teeth start coming in, normally by 2.5, you have a full set of milk teeth that are in, and that is when you start using your baby brush or your toothbrush, which are meant for children between the age of 2 to 6 years or 7 years. So these are really small, so you need to select the brush which is based on their age. Normally these brushes come with softer bristles, smaller heads, smaller handle to hold on to. Most of the time it's the mother who is brushing their teeth. So she knows how to brush, she takes care. See to it that you're brushing all around the teeth. And one very important thing, because at this time children are very prone to eating chocolates, sweets, and not only that, a lot of times the mothers give milk late in the night, just before they sleep. It's very important to remember that once the last meal is done, brushing of these teeth, even in children, will protect their milk teeth. Don't ignore the milk teeth, saying that these are going to fall off, permanent teeth are going to come, so we don't need to take care of this milk teeth. That's the common mistake that I've seen. The patients come and they say, these are milk teeth, they are going to fall off, why do we need to take care of them? It's very important because the permanent teeth are already started coming below. And if an infection to this milk tooth would actually affect the permanent tooth that is coming below, number one. Number two, in case this milk teeth fall off or have to be removed because of damage before time, the permanent tooth could come crooked, front or back, or there could be no space where the adjacent two teeth fall back into that space, and this permanent tooth could just remain inside or come in the wrong direction. While a young adult, as a teenager, wants the mixed dentition, that is a few milk teeth and the permanent teeth are in, you're still on the soft bristle brush, but sometimes because the milk teeth are shaky, some people may find it a little hard to brush in those areas. There could be a little smell coming, a little odor coming, but it's important that you're brushing your teeth well. You have a soft bristle brush, you're brushing your teeth well, especially morning and night, cleaning up your tongue and taking care of them. As an adult, once adult comes in, once your teenage goes and once you have all your permanent teeth in place, normally 12 years, 13 years, 14 years, you have all your permanent teeth in place. It is very important the way you brush. It's important the way you brush, the technique, the way you brush, the number of times you brush, the amount of time you brush, and the brush you choose. It's important that you choose the right brush, because this is a time that you start choosing your brush. So every individual is different. I have seen a lot of Indian girls that they have very small mouths, you know, what their mother or father sometimes are using very huge, very hard medium bristle brush or a hard bristle brush, which is hard and meant for them, may not suit them the right. Okay. Number two is they're probably not able to reach the last corners of their mouth when they're using this huge head. So sometimes for these young girls, probably young boys also, it is important that they use a small head, a bendable head. They have to try different brushes at this time when they are 12, 13, and try to see which is a brush that they feel comfortable with, where it is reaching the last corners of their teeth, that it's reaching the last tooth, it's able to clean up the whole teeth, and they are comfortable using it. They feel freshness once they finish it. So these are some of the important things that they need to use. A brush that should be able to clean up both your teeth and gums, massage it, the right way of brushing. These are all very, very important. As you grow older, I've seen a lot of people when they come to us, probably because of not enough awareness or ignorance, that they have brushed their teeth very hard and they've spoiled their teeth. They come with sensitivity. They say, my teeth are very sensitive. They could also probably be having some bad oral habits or eating habits, like drinking a lot of colas, drinking a lot of cold food, or having chewing on ice, probably taking very hot tea. So these are high changes in temperature where you could have cracks in your teeth, where the tooth enamel could be damaged. Very hard brushing could damage your tooth enamel. Very hard brushing can sometimes take your gums up. The gum recession could be seen. So in these cases, we suggest that they go in for a very soft bristle brush, something where they keep changing very often. Don't use a tooth powder or a very hard abrasive toothpaste that is going to damage their teeth. Not to brush their teeth very hard. And these are some common things, some common precautions that we suggest, especially if they are going to have sensitivity of their teeth. Last but not the least, some people are robust. Some men are robust. Some men, we have seen that they have large teeth, their mouths are big. The small bristle brush or a soft bristle brush doesn't feel the same. They feel it's not able to clean up their teeth well. For them, yes, we suggest they go for a medium bristle or a hard bristle, but not too hard. They brush their teeth completely all over so that they are finishing in that period of time. They are able to finish all this in that period of time of 5 to 7 minutes when they're brushing. Today we have some advanced toothbrushes. We have power toothbrushes, electric toothbrushes, oscillating toothbrushes. A lot of people come and say, is it good? Is it bad? Well, there is one common mistake that happens when you start using this power toothbrush. When you suddenly shift from a manual hand toothbrush to a power toothbrush, you tend to do your brushing for a longer period of time. This power toothbrush, some of these power toothbrush already have an indicator where it stops automatically after a certain period of time, which is recommended. So if you tend to brush it for too long with this power toothbrush, that could also damage your teeth. So it's recommended that you take care, if it's a power toothbrush, if it's an electric toothbrush, not to go on for too long. Like sometimes people tend to go on for 5 minutes, 7 minutes. So for a power toothbrush, maybe that time is not required, because an electric brush is already oscillating, cleaning up what you take a couple of seconds in just half a second. So these are things, but studies currently have shown that a power toothbrush brushes your teeth better than your manual toothbrush. So people who are on a run, people who take time, probably a power toothbrush is meant for them. Children who are not used to using or who are not monitored by elders may not be the right way to use this power toothbrush. Power toothbrush may be for young entrepreneurs, people who are on the run, people who want to get these things faster. If you think this information is useful, do like our video. If you think this is going to be useful for your friends and relatives, information is going to be useful for them, do share our video and do subscribe to our video. Thank you.